everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Now, it's not very often that you get the honour or privilege of being able to admire 570 ounces worth of 10-ounce silver coins on your kitchen table, and that is why I do what I do. That is why I make videos, so that I can share sights like this, sights to behold like this to you guys out there. Now, these are all coins which other people have ordered, so before you comment, if you're new and you haven't seen any of the unboxings, these are not my coins. All of these will be shipped off. In fact, by the time this video goes up, they will have already all been shipped off to the customers who have ordered them as part of the big Silver Forum group order from the European Mint. And if you want to find out more about the group orders, there's an unboxing, which I've got a link in the description below, and you can also go to the Silver Forum, there's a link down there as well. You can find out all about that. Essentially, in a nutshell, we save a lot of money by buying these from Europe rather than buying them from a UK dealer, and we all combine on the shipping. Happy days. If you want to see the unboxing, go and have a look. But after I do the messy unboxings and we get it all out on the table nice and arranged, it's really, really good to be able to see what is popular and what people have been ordering. I've gleaned so much insight from doing these group orders as to what people like to buy, the kinds of items people like to buy, the sizes of things that people like to buy as well, because as you can see, 10-ounce coins are incredibly popular. And Queen's Beasties seem to be the coins of choice in the 10-ounce size at the moment. And I can understand why, because these coins are absolutely incredible. Certainly in the 10-ounce size. I've shown, I think when we did the last group order, we had something like 35 or something like that of these dragons, the ones on the left here. And they were incredible, all laid out on the table. I've got even more this time. We've got 31 unicorns, which is incredible. And we've also got, I think it's 12 dragons in total, but we've also got some Silver Valiant coins. We'll talk about those in a little bit as well. But look how gorgeous and beautiful these are. And this is why they're proving to be so popular as part of these group orders. Just absolutely incredible stuff. Now, not only are the Queen's Beast coins gorgeous, they are growing in premium. The 10-ounce lion is now, I think, something like £240 or something like that. You can pick these up brand new from the European Mint and other dealers for around about £140, £150 with shipping maybe. So, you know, you can really see the premium growth on some of these coins. Just look at those radial design effects on the back of there. Absolutely incredible. So yeah, you can really see from these group orders that these coins are very popular. People are picking them up, trying to backdate to the sets. You know, as I've said numerous times before, if you're going to backdate, if you're going to commit to a set, do it early and continue through with it, because if you don't, you might well get stung by like the big premiums on the 10-ounce lions. And I'm sure that the 10-ounce griffin will start to creep up as well. We've seen the 10-ounce griffin growing on all of the other kind of variants of the coins as well. So I have no doubt that they will come up. But why 10 ounces over the 2-ounce? Because you saw in the big other overview video, there's a huge amount of the 2-ounce coins being picked up as well. So why are the 10-ounce coins so popular? Why, you know, why would you want to have a giant coaster of a coin? It's hardly a coin anymore, because these are properly chunky. They're chunky monkeys, and they really are. You know, they're heavy. Obviously, 10 ounces worth of silver, expensive. You know, if you're going to be selling them at the other end, if you're going to sell them privately, you need to find people who are willing to spend. Gosh, you know, £200 on them, depending on what premiums are going to be coming out, whereas just a little 2-ounce coin, it'll be less of a premium for people to purchase. So, you know, there's an interesting kind of factor there, but I think, you know, ultimately, a lot of the people who are buying silver in this form, the 10-ounce form, like myself, they like their silver, they enjoy their silver, but they don't necessarily want 10 individual 1-ounce coins or 5 individual unicorns. They can admire the design of the coin, they can admire the sheer beauty of the coin itself, and you can have it just in that one thing. Now, there are of course some downfalls to having this. The capsule. Now, if anybody's ever tried to open one of these 10-ounce Queen's Beasts, the capsule is nigh on impossible to open. I've managed to do it, but I had to literally get like a hobbycraft scalpel knife and very carefully go round the edge of the rim of it, and it kind of breaks the air seal eventually, and then you can get it out. So of course, you know, it's good if you never want to take it out the capsule, but if you are of course looking at some point to take it out the capsule, it is pretty tough to do. Of course, if it ends up milking, that's another potential issue with these coins. You know, of course, if you've got 10 or multiples of the 2-ounce versions, maybe a couple of them will be just fine. But if this milks and you've spent 200 quid on it, then yeah, you're a bit stuffed. But hopefully that won't be too much of an issue. Royal Mint seems to certainly have really increased their quality, and because of, I think, the way that these are supplied in their capsules, which, as I said, are so tough to open, you know, it's likely that they probably won't. On the capsule side of things, though, you do have to be quite careful with the capsules because, obviously, being a heavy coin, if you accidentally drop it or something, that the capsule will crack. It'll scratch fairly easily as well. And I noticed that there were a few people in this last group order who were purchasing a couple of the blank capsules, which were something like £10 each, so they're not cheap for capsules, but a good, clean, healthy capsule will, of course, help with the overall resale value of the coin. Now, the next one I want to talk about, which I've saved for last because it's my favourite. It really is my favourite. I think it's actually probably my favourite Royal Mint product of this entire 2018, maybe tied with the Oriental Border Britannia, and that is, or are, these wondrous silver Valiant coins. I'm actually surprised that not more, that we only picked up 17. I'm surprised that there weren't a load more of these being picked up on this group order. And I'm sure that the next group order that we do, there will be, because just look at that. St. George and the Dragon, well, St. George fighting and killing the Dragon, 2018. Incredible radial design pattern. They are loving this pattern over at the Royal Mint. As you can see, it's used on the Queen's head side. So you can see here what I exactly mean about the capsules. Now, some of you might say, well, that's me just putting them on top of each other. Surprisingly enough, no, it's not. These literally came out of their Saran wrap plastic wraps, were placed on top of each other very carefully. I haven't really done very much, and you can see already that this one's got some scratches on it. You know, it's just the nature of these capsules. They are incredibly susceptible to minor scratches. You can see on this one here again, little tiny scratches coming up, just from the nature of what they are and how they're handled by the Royal Mint. So whilst the coins themselves are incredible, perhaps the sort of after packaging could be improved, because they come in sets of 3 in a monster box on like a cardboard sleeve with some plastic around them, and yeah, not always perfect. So, you know, majority of them are absolutely fine, and if you're not too worried about the capsule quality and it's just the coin you're interested in, then, you know, these are absolutely fine. But I've noticed that the capsules do get scratched quite easily, so I'm being very careful with them, and hopefully we won't do any more little scratches to them, but it's just the nature of it, unfortunately. But look how good they look. I mean, that's the most important thing. One of the most exciting things for me about doing these group orders is finding out all about these other coins that people would buy, and getting them and seeing them in my hand and actually enjoying them, and learning what I would like to purchase. Because, you know, if, as you can see here, 570 ounces worth, some people have bought multiples, but, you know, there's going to be like, I think something like 45, 50 people in this group order purchased one of these 3 items, if not more. So it's well over half of everybody who joined in the group order has purchased at least one of these 3 items, which is a real indication of what is going to be popular in the future. Just look at that. Love it. And the Royal Mint's doing a good job on these, and I really would like to see more of these kind of 10-ounce style coins coming out from the Royal Mint. They are very, very cool indeed, and I love big coins. I'm not a fan of kilos, strangely enough. Like the kilo coins, I've seen a couple of them in my time, but they're just too big. At least with these, they are relatively portable, in the sense that, you know, you can at least pick them up quite easily with one hand. You can display them, store them. And if you had 10 1-kilo coins, they would not be able to be displayed. And I know that Alan over on the Silver Forum is currently preparing a display box for the 10-ounce Queen's Beast coins, and hopefully his I think he's working on some prototypes now, but I think those will be ready probably, I think he said like January, February, May, or January, February, April, maybe early in the new year. I don't know, we'll see. But when I get my pre-ordered display box for those, I will be showcasing those in all their glory. And you know, ironically, I've been thinking about what of the Queen's Beast sets I would keep for the very long term, because undeniably a lot of the 10-ounce sets sorry, a lot of the different sets of the Queen's Beast are gaining huge premiums. And it's a bit of a financial commitment to keep it because it's, you know, £170 a coin on average. But I'd probably keep the 10-ounce silvers. I don't know, they're lovely. Let me know your thoughts on these coins down in the down in the comment section. Please do comment on your thoughts on the new Valiant. I love it. I'm going to do some feature videos on these. I picked up some of these for myself, and I'll do some more featuring on these and show them off in a little more detail, talk about them, and we can learn about them. But they're absolutely incredible with their sort of 3D look on them. So go and let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts as well on seeing 570 ounces of silver on the table here. It's absolutely incredible. Massive thank you to all of the people in the Silver Forum community who've joined in these group orders and make this kind of thing possible, make this kind of video possible, because there's no way I would be ordering 570 ounces worth of 10-ounce coins just to share with you guys. I love you all a lot, but just as a kind of budget for the Backyard Bullion YouTube channel, for me to get nice pretty piles of silver like this, it's not necessarily possible. So this is a fantastic way to help bringing you guys exciting content and fantastic silvers. Just incredible. I love it. And for those of you who are concerned about good old faithful table here, she can handle it. Lots of weight bearing capacity, so bring it on. Future group orders will be happening in the new year. There are no more this year for 2018. And in the build-up to Brexit, I have no doubt that we'll be having some incredibly busy periods for group order. So lots more still to come in the future, certainly hopefully until Brexit. And if we end up with a kind of extension to the current arrangements, they'll probably continue into 2019 and 20 as well. But we'll see how that all pans out. But I know for a fact that this is just the continuation of that big overview that I did. If you combined it all together, it would be something like 2.5 or 2,600 ounces worth of coins people ordered. So they certainly are getting quite popular, that is for sure. Guys, if you liked this pile of shiny, if you enjoyed this video, please do put a thumbs up on it and share it around on your social media. That would be very helpful for everything that I do here on my YouTube channel. And if you would like to find out more about all the topics that I've talked about today, all of these coins, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, because I will be doing future videos on all of these at some point, I have no doubt. Otherwise, that is all I have to say. A massive thank you to everybody for watching, and please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.